So I have known Cindy Carrillo since 2003. She has been a mentor of mine. She has been a coach of mine. She has been a friend of mine. She has been family of mine since 2003. Uh, Cindy is just an amazing woman. She has taught me the world in business. She has helped coach me in terms of who I want to be as a person, who I want to be as a professional. She has coached me on the difference between managing a team and leading a team. I cannot say enough about what Cindy has done in terms of the role she's played in my life, and even frankly, my children's lives has been pretty phenomenal. As I said, I started off knowing Cindy from a business relationship perspective, and she afforded me opportunities within her organization that I may not have ever been afforded at a very young age. And she trusted me. I trusted her completely. And she showed me the ropes of how to be an honest professional with integrity and how to have fun in the workplace, everything from that to coaching me on here's a difficult situation in your life that you're dealing with, and we're trying to figure out how to balance work life and what that situation looks like, how to be a mom at the same time as being a career professional. uh, it's hard to actually put into words the impact that Cindy has had on my life. Actually, two really pivotal key moments in my life, in my career, that Cindy has really made an impact on me. One was I came down to the ranch at one point because I was struggling. I had worked in the same industry for the same company, which later went through an acquisition. And I was really struggling with, I feel like my growth is stagnant. I'm not growing anymore as a professional. I'm doing the same thing every day. I'm not being challenged anymore. Is this going to hurt me? Is it good that I'm getting more experience? And I remember really struggling as a younger professional. Is this okay for me? Should I be looking at what's next? Did I get spoiled and I should just accept this professional career that I have right now? Or is it okay to want more? I worked for a very stable company. I had a wonderful salary. I had a corner office, but I frankly wasn't happy. There was a lot of politics and a lot of, emotion happening inside of that workplace that just didn't delight me and didn't get me to wake up every day and, want to run into the office. And I remember coming down to the ranch and talking to Cindy about what should I do? What is my next? And she's just so phenomenal at helping you work through all of these questions and potential transformations without telling you exactly what to do, but by opening up your eyes and asking you questions so that you can seek out things and really do some self-reflection so that you can ultimately come to the answer. And she was able to help me get past that point in my life and figure out what was my next. And it ended up being that I left that organization and I moved on to a different organization. And I didn't know if I was making the right decision because I actually had to take a cut in salary. I did not have a corner office anymore. I worked from home. It was a smaller organization. They didn't have the resources that the previous organization had. It was scary. It was terrifying, frankly. But she was able to help me work through that and coach me through that process. And as I said, more importantly, get me there on my own so that I was all in. And then there was another point in my career that I'll never forget where when I took that job, it led me to another opportunity, which was to become an instructor and travel the world. And I again was questioning my professional life, like as a mom, is that okay? Is it okay for me to be on the road all the time? Is it okay for me to leave my family? Is it okay for me to want to continue to climb that career ladder? And I remember coming down to the ranch and talking to Cindy about this opportunity that I had that could be life-changing. It was life-changing for me personally, just as a woman, the empowerment I would get from traveling alone and seeing the world. It was life-changing because I could do something I was incredibly passionate about, which is coaching other people and training them and teaching them. But it also would be life-changing financially as well. With that would come a ton of sacrifices. I would be sacrificing family time and, all sorts of different things. And so coming down to the ranch and having this experience where you can unplug, you don't have technology, you don't have all the busy stimulation that you normally would have at home or in your day-to-day, being able to just kind of let that all go. And Cindy has this wonderful way, again, of asking you these questions to get you to reflect and really think about things. And there's such an amazing place for that because it's so peaceful, and it allows you to see possibilities that you might not normally see if you were just at home, in the grind, so to speak. And so she really helped me through that process and helped me figure out if that was the next best thing for me, if that was what was next in my life. And if, that was something I wanted to do. And it was so wonderful to have somebody to work through that with me, that was outside of my spouse. It wasn't my husband, it wasn't my mom, it wasn't my sister. It was somebody that I trust, somebody who knows the business world, but somebody who also is a female, somebody who was a mother, somebody who climbed the career ladder, somebody who wanted to have work-life balance. And it was really amazing to have her help me work through that and figure out that that was actually the opportunity that was next for me. And it has definitely changed my life. When you come down to the ranch for an immersion, for self-reflection, for conversation, for friendship, whatever brings you to the ranch, you can absolutely expect that you will have some of the best food you have ever eaten. There is even a dinner bell to accompany the amazing, fabulous food, which, by the way, all the food there, for the most part, is grown, on the ranch. So just this idea of having things that are very natural and homegrown and local is pretty amazing. But the food is fantastic. I have stayed in just about every accommodation on the ranch, from the teepee to the guest house. The accommodations are fantastic. From the decoration to the actual bed that you sleep in, just the whole ambiance of it is phenomenal. You can expect to have the most amazing views that one can see. If you love the mountains, if you love being out in that sort of environment, the smell of the air is fantastic. The animals that you will be introduced to, that you will have a chance to play with, are incredibly therapeutic. So if you love animals, you can expect to see anything from mini donkeys to mini goats, baby goats, pigs, geese, ducks, you name it, it's at the ranch. Cows, the cutest dogs ever. You can expect to have wonderful activities to do at the ranch, whether you like to just walk around and have peace and go on a nice walk, or you want to play horseshoes, or you want to throw some pool or shoot some pool. It's just such a fabulous place. I love the peacefulness. I love how quiet it is. I love how beautiful it is. I love what Cindy and Matthew have done in terms of the The ambiance or the decor of the ranch is fantastic. It's truly an amazing place to have an is that Cindy is invested in you. She's invested in every single person that gets invited to come to the ranch and share this special place with her and her family. And when you have a conversation with Cindy, she's a fantastic listener, but she is so present that there is not even a question in my mind ever, or it shouldn't be in anyone's mind. Is she listening? Is she paying attention? She is just as invested in you as you're invested in yourself and making this this experience truly remarkable.